Higgins for three. You betcha.
The pass to Miller outside three. Good.
Big block by Olsen.
Fryer in the paint. Now to Holzer. Left corner three. Bang! Bang! Oh!
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And good evening, everybody. BA with you here on yourliveevent.com, where the Pine River-Backus Tigers boys basketball team plays host to the Upsala Cardinals. And good evening here, already the 14th of December of 2021, and feels nice to be calling some boys basketball here in Pine River tonight. Again, here with you. We do have some changes on the radio side of things tonight for the boys hockey that was scheduled. That has been canceled, so no more Spenson at Northern Lakes over on KLKS Talk 100 if you're trying to watch and listen at the same time. The game over on KLKS tonight will be Nevis and Pequot Lakes, a top 12 battle. It's top 12 in Class A. Nevis at number 9 in AA. Pequot Lakes boys basketball over on Talk 100 tonight. Other broadcasts tonight, we got Pillager at Crosby Ironton girls on Skeeter 101.5, Mille Lacs at Aiken girls basketball on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com as well. So getting going here on a Tuesday night. The Upsala Cardinals played a tight one last night. The Pine River-Backus Tigers since before the weekend. So we'll talk a little bit about where these teams are in the season, who they are, and a little bit more as we continue on the Station 371 pregame show here on yourliveevents.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate, small animal care for your beloved pets.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Back with you on the Station 371 pregame show. The 2-3 Upsala Cardinals coming in tonight. A 6-point loss to Brandon Evansville just last night, playing back-to-backs and playing 3 games this week as they'll be taking on St. John's Prep on Thursday night. Team that fell to Nevis in the section final a year ago, and against PRB, well, PRB is one of the last couple. They haven't played in a couple of years either. But PRB has had the edge 63-51 in 2019-20, 2018-19. They went 55-50 with a victory for the Pine River-Backus Tigers as they try to find their way a little bit right here. As you know, I've been calling Pine River-Backus girls basketball, and they have short roster as well for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. They have 10 right now on the roster with 1 injury. Carson Travis, I believe, will be out for tonight again. The 1-3 Pine River-Backus Tigers got 1 win against Staples Motley. Again, Pequot Lakes Patriots we heard about already over on Talk 100. They're a top 10 AA team, so a tough start to the year. Took on Crosby Ironton, fell by 11, fell by 3 possession. Let me do my quick math on that. A little bit more than that, by 14 to Cass Lake Bena last week as well. So some tough competition and some section competition here tonight in Section 5, Class A in the West. So Upsala and Pine River-Backus playing tonight for the first time in a couple of years. First time that Coach Ackerman will be facing Upsala tonight. So we'll get to both coach interviews. First off, Joey Fuchs and then Coach Jordan Ackerman joining us here on the Station 371 pregame show on yourliveevent.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
Joey Fuchs joining us here on the pregame show on yourliveevents.com, head coach of the Upsala Cardinals. Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
And coming into tonight, a 2-3 record for the Cardinals right now, and I know you lost a number of seniors from last year, a lot of starters from that team that made a deep run. How do you feel your team has kind of been working to gel as we're, it's nice to be playing here in mid-December, but how have you felt they played a 6-point loss just the other night, last night?
That's kind of the thing with this team this year is guys finding their roles and, like you said, getting everybody to gel together. To start this season, we haven't had a lot of practices with our whole team. We have guys on trips. Our best player was down in the All-Star football game, so we missed our first 2 games. But these last 2 games, we've had everybody here, and we had a win last Friday, and then yesterday played a good Brandon Evansville team, a really close game. And I think we're starting to come around. Guys we got to figure out roles for guys, and like you said, we just got to get everybody to gel.
Yeah, what are some of those things that you've seen so far that you've been able to do well in the first 5 games?
Last couple of games, our defense has been a lot better. Our defense execution, beginning game yesterday wasn't very good, but then it got better. We're deep, so we like to get out and pressure and try to create some havoc a little bit. So right now, kind of our defense hopefully is going to carry us a little bit. In offense, we're still finding our way a little bit.
Yeah, and trying to almost get some defense and offense as we switch over. What are some things you'll look to attack tonight against the Tigers team?
Well, I don't know a whole lot about them right now. It's been 2 years, I think, since we played them last, so I don't know a lot about them. They have a new coach. I know John was the coach when we played them last time. So I don't know a lot. So right now we're going to try to focus on what we do and try to adapt to what they do when we see it.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
More coming up on the Station 371 pregame show on yourliveevents.com. Head coach of the Upsala Cardinals, Joey Fuchs, joining us here this evening. The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Appreciate it.
As we move tonight to take on Upsala team that's in your stead right now, you haven't taken on as a head coach, right?
Yeah, we haven't played Upsala since I've taken over, but had a few chance to kind of see them in action on some film and watch them last night on YouTube. Thankfully, to technology, I'm able to do that, so kind of got familiar with them.
Yeah, technology is a good thing in some aspects. And what did you see from them? What do you know about them from just what you've seen online?
They have a pretty deep team. They're going to play quite a few guys. They're going to try to pressure us in the half court and also run a little 2-2-1 press. So we're going to have to pass our way through that and be really patient. But they play aggressive and physical. They have a really nice player in number 4, I think Levi Lampert, can shoot it, get to the rim, kind of an all-around player. So we're going to have to do our best to contain him and keep him in check tonight.
On the side of the Tigers, not as deep a roster. We were talking about that before we got on. Right now, how have you felt in the first few weeks here that the roster has kind of meshed it together and formed a little bit here?
Yeah, I have to kind of keep that in mind too. That one of our heavy starters that we were going to rely on for a lot of minutes, Carson Travis, is out with an injury. I'm hoping he gets back soon, and then we can be at full strength. But so far, I felt like they've really played together well, and it kind of reminded me of summer, where we started our summer really slow, and then a couple weeks in, we started finding our groove. And I think last week versus Crosby, Ironton, and Cass Lake, we started finding our groove offensively. Guys started understanding how we need to score, how we need to defend to keep us in games. So I was really happy with our progress last week, and looking forward to taking a few steps forward tonight versus Upsala as a team.
And we've noted what Upsala plans to do defensively. What are kind of your plans to stop that Upsala Cardinal team?
We're going to need a back door, finish our layups, get to the line. They play really physical, so I think we can get to the line more than we have in the last few games. I'd like to see Ryan Struess, our post, and Robert Bukers and Andrew Bukers kind of get some post touches, slip some of our screens, and our guards, Jared and Irvin and Brady, hit the three-pointers and look to get to the rim for layups.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time tonight.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah. Again, head coach of the Pine River-Backus Tigers boys basketball team, Jordan Ackerman, joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. More coming up.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Back with you here on the Station 371 pregame show on YourLiveEvents.com. Upsala and Pine River-Backus boys basketball on the way, as we'll have the national anthem quickly, then get to our starting lineups here on the Station 371 pregame show. And we have plenty more awards to give away after tonight's action, too. So, again, make sure as we pay respects here, we'll send it right back to break. Make sure to pay attention to our area sponsors. So we have some boys basketball coming up. The 2 and 3 Upsala Cardinals, the 1 and 3 Pine River-Backus Tigers here this Tuesday.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate.
That's been your Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle. Quality Cenex gasoline is the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Station 371 in Pine River. Plenty more coming up after the game as well for the post-game awards. Now for your starting lineups. First off for the 2 and 3 Upsala Cardinals. 5'10" senior Christian Ripplinger, 5'10" senior Luke Herron, 6'1" senior Levi Lampert, 6'5" senior Tyler Schmeja, and Noah Beckerman, the 5'11" sophomore. Ripplinger, Herron, Lampert, Schmeja, and Beckerman, the starting 5 for the visiting Upsala Cardinals. Now for the 1 and 3 Pine River-Backus Tigers. They start 5'10" junior guard Irvin Tulenchek, 6-foot senior Brady Bristow, 5'10" junior Jared Hamilton, 6'1" sophomore forward Andrew Buchers, and 6'2" junior post Ryan Struess. Tulenchek, Bristow, Hamilton, Andrew Buchers, and Struess, the starting 5 for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, wearing their home black jerseys and shorts with the orange numbers and letters, PRB in the front. The Upsala Cardinals in their road white jerseys and shorts. Upsala and their numbers in red. So we get ready for the opening tip-off. Hangs up for a while, but finally controlled by the Tigers, and we're underway as they go from left to right on your online dial. However that may be, going for it underneath. Kind of an oop and coming down with it. Not for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Trying to get it to Brady Bristow. We talked about a little bit in the pregame about some backdoor cuts. Trying to get behind the defense over there was Levi Lampert. We'll watch out for him later on in this contest. Tigers looking to man up, sag off a little bit. When they're off ball, helping out in the middle. Lampert puts it up, no good. Fighting for the rebound along with Jared Hamilton. Going to be Noah Beckerman picking up the first foul for the visiting Upsala Cardinals. And these two teams didn't play each other last year. Here's that 2-2-1 press that coaches talked about in the pregame. A deep squad for Upsala has taken it to the hole. No good off the window. Being tracked down to the corner. Levi Lampert will find a man, find a teammate. As we stay scoreless here, a minute gone in the first half. Ripplinger kicking it out to the far side. Luke Herron gets underneath, puts it up. No good off the glass. Offensive board reversing, and Levi Lampert makes it no longer scoreless. 2-0 here on your scoreboard. As we get going, again, picking up the dribble. Tough thing to do. Getting a hand on that one was Noah Beckerman. Finishing on the other end is Christian Ripplinger. It's 4-0. As the Tigers turn it over. And they'll continue after the made baskets to have that. Picking up the ball was Jared Hamilton. Getting it down, looking for a 3 from the corner. No. Offensive rebound for the Tigers this time under the baskets. Let's see if they get a screen from Struess. All right, so let's see where they can find him in the post. Another chance for 3. This one drained. Bristow puts the Tigers on the board here, down 1 here. 2 minutes gone in half number 1. Looking to go, gets a little contact, it's right off of that one, makes his shot. Noah Beckerman now on the scoring sheet. 3 different Upsala Cardinals right now, and Beckerman active with the hands on defense. Following, getting the contact, and a couple of free throws coming up for the Tigers. Andrew Buchers will head to the line. First free throws of the night. It's going to be the first foul on Levi Lampert. 2 fouls on the visiting Cardinals. Buchers' first is good. So back to a 2-point game. As Coach Ackerman talks to 2 back for the Pine River-Backus Tigers to play defense. After that's missed for the second one. Stays a 2-point game, looking to increase the lead as Ripplinger from the corner. No good, but Beckerman active with the hands on the offensive boards as well. As he drives in, no one stops the ball. He gets to the lane and lays it in. 8-4, 2.5 minutes into half number 1. Pine River-Backus trailing Upsala here. Back across and moving around the defense into the far corner, back up top. And driving strip to the ball, another foul. As fouls start to rack up, again a deep club for Upsala. Ripplinger picks up the foul, his first. As Coach Fuchs had talked to me before this contest about how, who are the first few off the bench? I was like, we play 10, 11 guys. So especially probably hard to find a rhythm once you're getting going early on in the season. And a lot of guys that got to get into rhythm all at once. 2 of 2 for Tulenchek. And it's a 2-point game here with 2:50 gone in the first half. Handoff scene with their guys are the Tigers. Following and now trying to stop ball. Was Brady Bristow looking for a 3. The other way tapped out, and another offensive board for Upsala. They've had a few tonight. Luke Herron getting that one. Bristow tried to close out. Going on the drive was Ripplinger. Another offensive board. Getting his man to jump. Levi Lampert has a couple of buckets tonight too. Making it 10-6. As Ripplinger and Beckerman 2 front on the 2-2-1. Press defense after the made baskets. Hand off to Tulenchek. He was able to make a couple free throws the last time around. Looking for the screen, and not much of a roll. They're covering pretty well on the backside. Buchers, he's up top. Around, and he'll set another screen. Struess, Sabian more in the lane. He'll set something up in that high post, kind of looking for it still. Back up top. The key, a long possession for the Tigers. Haven't put a shot up. Looking for a zig versus a zag up against a little bit almost blocked right there. Tulenchek can't get it to go, forcing one after losing his dribble. Thrown high up the sideline and is controlled by Herron. Upsala losing their dribble. We'll see if PRB can up the defensive intensity right there with Jared Hamilton being a nuisance. With his left hand, trying to finish with his right, no good for Beckerman. PRB with the rebound. They look to push with Struess. Getting around. This guy trying not to get that charge. He goes up and gets a jump ball. See the defense of Upsala trying to set up for a charge. And Struess evading that. Jack Primus. Micah Ripplinger. And Hayden Edstrom check in. Christian Ripplinger. Noah Beckerman check out. It'll be Robert Buchers, the 6'3" senior post checking in. Ryan Struess will take a seat. 4-point game here. SPRB trying to put on a little bit of pressure after the dead ball. Near side corner, the 3 and right into the game. Micah Ripplinger makes his presence felt. 13-6 for Upsala. Jack Primus and Micah Ripplinger, the 2 up front, and the 2-2-1 broken. PRB will have it set up on their offense. Pulling it back is Hamilton. Survey here is watch that baseline cutter. Tulachek replacing in that left wing. Looking like he's going against the screen, the jab step. Near side. Slipping through that, not setting that one, and that's what Coach Ackerman was looking to see here tonight. First 2 points for Robert Buchers of the game. 4 different Tigers have scored. It's 13-8. Looking for a 3. This time no good from Hayden Edstrom, who had just checked into the game with the left dead ball too. Putting on the fancy moves inside. Nice dish. Brady Bristow gets it down to Robert Buchers. Putting on the display, nearly lost it at midcourt. And looking to put something fancy on the other end of things. Robert Buchers from behind with a block shot. A 3-point game. Baseline getting it off to Buchers underneath, and he has 3 buckets on the night. 6 of the 12 Tigers points. It's back to a 1-point game here. Tigers looking to trap maybe and thrown right into the hands of Brady Bristow. His Tiger teammates on the defense, forcing it a little bit. High post right there. Will he go with a screen? Fancy ball handling. Skips it over to the far side. The 3, no. Levi Lampert with the rebound. And pretty quiet for him as of late. It's a cut down the lane and place in the far corner as Luke Herron gets out at that right wing. Tigers playing off a little bit, taking advantage, getting to the rack. Denied though. Jack Primus can't put it in. Spinning in the lane and in. Jared Hamilton puts Pine River-Backus ahead 14-13. First lead for the Tigers. They've trailed by 1 a couple of times. That's 4-3, and most recently before they went ahead by 1, and that time Bristow will get the contact there of Micah Ripplinger. It's going to be the first foul on Pine River-Backus. So the first foul shot is up and it rolls out. Substitution as Peyton Soltis checks in. Luke Herron will take a quick seat. Soltis, another senior, replacing a senior. Count up the seniors on this squad. Pretty heavy, even after losing 5 last year. Team that lost to Nevis in the section title game. Ties it up 14-14 in this one here. Looking to get back to 500 on the year in the early season. Looking for that cut to get behind the defense. Nothing doing there. And right around Sandra Buchers. And not getting the roll. Rebounded and going the other way by Upsala. 10:18 to play. We're playing that. A long jumper. No. By Ripplinger. Tapped out. Who's it going to be off of? Going to be off of Upsala. 14-all. 10:13 to play. In half number 1, high school boys basketball, the Pine River-Backus Tigers hosting the Upsala Cardinals. Went on a good run there earlier on. Before that, so 1 free throw by Ripplinger went in. Robert Buchers with 3 buckets. He'll try to set the screen. He might have had an opening there, but also an opening underneath. Kind of sealing off the defenders and losing his shoe. It's Jared Hamilton. Get a chance to tie the left shoe. You almost wish in these instances it wasn't the guy shooting the free throws with the shoe to tie, because we'd have time in between. But he'll get there. We'll have some substitutions after the first one. Tigers so far 3 of 4 from the line. Hamilton's first, no good. Noah Beckerman checks back in. Zach Beckerman in as well. Tyler Schmea back in as well for Upsala. Have Irvin Tulachek, Brady Bristow. After to set things up, that one a uneventful trip to the line, nothing doing. Struess and Robert Buchers in the game as well. Let's see, who did I miss? Oh, of course, the free throw shooter, Jared Hamilton. Those are the 5 on the floor for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Trying to help out is Bristow to knock that away with the ball deadened. Almost switching that pivot foot, looking for a three, and that one's good by Levi Lampert. He has 7 on the night, just what I was saying. He's been kind of quiet. Not putting on the press this time. There's Upsala. Maybe they'll go off of it for a little bit and use it in some key situations. PRB was getting some success getting it around. Halfway through this first half, trying to find and almost jam the fingers of Struce underneath. It's turned over. Upsala has it with Zach Beckerman. Getting it off to Levi Lampert. Around the perimeter. Facing and nice cutter. Lampert trying to find someone across the lane, I think. Maybe looking for Shmea. Knocked away. The first foul on Ryan Struce. Andrew Buchers now checks in. Brady Bristow will get a breather. Some 5s from the bench. Greets 3 uniformed Pine River-Backus Tigers. There's Carson Travis unavailable still. Underneath some contact. That's going to be Struce's second. Noah Beckerman will head to the line. That's 4 points on the night. Increase the lead to 2 possessions. First one short off, just kissing the front iron. Getting to the free throw line as he's been active on the offensive boards and also on the defense as well. He tries to track down and does track down his own long rebound. A 3 now, trying to double the lead. No, Struce hauls in the board underneath for Pine River-Backus as they look to push underneath the basket, just keeping it in play, and some fancy work by Irvin Tulachek as well to keep that one from going to the Upsala bench. So safe from baseline, safe from the sideline, and a nice pass from the top of the key and down from Struce to Buchers. He's been set up well, and he's been able to finish too. 17-16 on your scoreboard. Pine River-Backus trailing by 1, getting through that defense. It's Levi Lampert. It's an off underneath. No. Going the other way are the Tigers. Yeah, Buchers does lead the team with 8 points on the night. Or Roberts, he sets a screen. Playing in front. He puts it in double digits here. With 7:44 to play in the first half. Robert Buchers having a whale of a half, puts Pine River-Backus up once again. 18-17 in the travel. We're going the other way. Christian Ripplinger and Jack Primus will check in. Zach Beckerman takes his seats, as does Peyton Soltis. And Pine River-Backus in black and orange. Upsala in white and red here tonight. On the far end, and they look for cutters, they look for screens, and some slips on those screens. Nothing doing, looking to switch that time. For the cutter replacing in that right wing. It's Jared Hamilton almost losing the dribble again. Tight defense by Noah Beckerman. Getting through it. Slipped off. 2 again. Robert Buchers, as he now has 12 of the 20 for Pine River-Backus. 20-17. PRB here in the first half. 6:49 to play in the first 18. And thrown away, was that off of, I think it was off of Ryan Struce. It'll stay Upsala ball. 20-17. Inbound up to the release valve. He's got into a little bit of trouble. Over to Primus once again. And a couple of lead changes here in this contest. At least 3 that I can count. There's been a tie, 14 all. Looking to find someone underneath, this time turning and spinning, maybe a little bit too much, but it's an offensive board for Noah Beckerman once again, and stays. Another chance for Upsala to either get within a point or tie. On the floor, a lot of dribbling for Upsala. Seeing if they'll switch this time. Gets it around the perimeter, give him the baseline a little bit. And that'll be Irvin Tulinchek picking up his first foul. On these long possessions for the defense, got to stay true to what you do. Prevented a good shot attempts for that long. Just trying to get a little too much. Trying to cause a little bit more difficulty for them. Tapped out from behind, and that'll be a big one on the call. It's going to be Struce's third. Brady Bristow will check in here right away. Ryan Struce will sit with 3 fouls. Hasn't put one in tonight. It's going to be one of those nights for him so far. The corner 3 is up and no good, and right away Bristow makes the difference there. Gets the board, gets fouled a long way away from the basket. Tyler Schmea's first. 5 fouls on each team. Tulinchek and Bristow each with 1 foul apiece. And again, Upsala not going with that 2-2-1 press. And off the foot. And that'll stay Pine River-Backus ball. Substitution with Luke Herron checking in. Both teams with all of their timeouts as well. Zooming through this first half. 20-17, 5:28 to play. Pine River-Backus with the advantage. Bristow will have it against Levi Lampert. Gets a screen. Not much of an opening. Passed around the perimeter. And you had a second there for Robert Buchers. Looking for the 3 instead. No, but Andrew Buchers will almost haul it in. A jump ball. Tied up with Lampert, I believe. It's been a while, so the officials making sure to talk with the scores table. Saves Pine River-Backus ball. Inbounded up top to Jared Hamilton. And they've looked inside. Get an offensive board. The putback this time for Hamilton. Pine River-Backus leads 22-17. 8-0 run by PRB. They have someone open right under the basket there. They've waited too long for Schmea a few times. Tapped around. A lot of traffic. Brady Bristow gets bumped. Nope, it's going to be a timeout. With 4:42 to play in the first half, 22-17, Pine River-Backus leads. You're watching high school boys basketball on yourliveevents.com.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
(22-17). Here on the scoreboard, the Pine River-Backus Tigers with the lead. We'll see what adjustments Upsala will make on their defense. So you've seen 12 points from Robert Buchers so far tonight. Hamilton jacks a 3, no good. Track down to the corner. Brady Bristow with an offensive board. It's poked away and will be Upsala ball. But an 8-0 run. In those twos inside. 4:20 to play in this first half. Well, we're doing well, settled in wherever you may be on yourliveevent.com. And as he crosses the timeline, Tulinchek just a little bit too much there. He has 2 now. Might be something to watch. 6 team fouls on Pine River-Backus, 5 on Upsala. Going to give a 1-2-2 look right from the get-go on the defense for PRB in the half courts. Driving and cut off just outside of that low block. That's 33 Beckerman. Hit it into the post, double-triple. Who's going to take him? Up and no good. Buchers off of Beckerman, I believe, and it'll be going Pine River-Backus way. 5 points, Tiger lead. They're largest of the night. 2-possession lead. And they have that high post with a lot going on the near side. We'll see if we get a skip over to the far side corner at any time. It's a pass between the wing and the corner. Corner bounce pass looking to get cutting Buchers, but it is stolen away. Another one by Noah Beckerman. Around the perimeter, nearly getting out where the Tigers getting a hand on it this time is Hamilton. 3:15 to play in this first half. 5-point lead for Pine River-Backus. Playing just outside of those free throw lines. We've seen a couple of threes made by the Upsala Cardinals tonight. One by Lamperts, one by Micah Ripplinger, and this time it's going to be Noah Ripplinger putting that one in. A 2-point game now. That breaks up the 8-0 run. 2:49 to play. First half looking for a three the other way, in and out. Going up for the rebound and a jump ball again. Favor Upsala. Micah Ripplinger to replace Christian Ripplinger. For Upsala, looks like a substitution for Pine River-Backus as well. Burke Netland comes into the game. Junior guard, 5'10", replacing Jared Hamilton. 22-20 in half number 1, 2:39 to play in the half. Chasing around again, a shorter squad. I think he can save some energy. Going to a bit of a zone look and trying to save that, thrown off his own guy. Lampert to Heron. Trying to see if in that far corner maybe a light went off in the same spots, leaving some of the crowd dark. The officials looking at it at that far corner. Up there it goes, coming back on. Must have been bumps over there. Looks like LED lights. I'm not an expert on lights, but a little bit brighter than before. That's my commentary on that. Far corner to Bristow. Give it on the bounce look, or perhaps a cutter. Berg Netland has it for the first time here. Back up top to Buchers, moving around the defense, seeing what they're doing. Like to dribble it. Maybe they'll double and trap, but Beckerman greeted by no one else to help him out there. Eden Edstrom playing the defense. Slowing it down, it's PRB. Might be okay for their style with, of course, the shorter bench. That one's tapped away off of Micah Ripplinger. PRB will inbound in front of the Upsala bench, I should say. We'll have some halftime scores and some other basketball games in a little bit. And taking that three, Brady Bristow in front of Lamperts. Bristow's second from downtown. Puts the Tigers up 25-20 with 90 seconds to play in the first half. Pass in the next one out. No good, in and out. Tapped away. And trying to save that one was Hayden Edstrom. He couldn't do it, so the Tigers look to push. I think Netland and the Pine River-Backus squad were thinking about slowing it down, fighting for the offensive board, tapping it out. Robert Buchers couldn't finish that time. He has finished about 6 other times on their way in. Some tight defense. Brady Bristow trying to time that jump, not picking up the foul. Not getting the block either. Affecting the shot, goes up and gets the board and loses it. 56.3. Peyton Soltis checks in, replacing Luke Heron. Hayden Edstrom to inbound to Noah Beckerman. Sagging off a little bit away from the ball this time, giving some different looks, fighting through into that screen there. Buchers trying to find a way inside. It's going to be Peyton Soltis going up for his first field goal of the night. 3-point game here with 33.3 to go in the first half. A lot of basketball still to be played. A close one here tonight. Finding himself under the basket, maybe a bit too far, trying to find a cutter, find some room, gets his own board. A couple of times taps that one in. Andrew Buchers gets on the score sheet, 27-22. Gets in there from field goals, at least. It was 1 for 2 from the free throw line earlier. 6 seconds to play. Blocking foul on Jared Hamilton, and Leah 1-1. Irvin Tulenchek will check in for PRB. Tyler Schmea for Upsala. Replacing Brooke Netland for PRB. Hayden Edstrom for Upsala. 5.8 to play. That far corner, we have Brady Bristow on offense, looking for a long, after an outlet to throw into the corner. He'll be defended by the opposing number 4. Lampert's knocked out of bounds and off of PRB on the missed free throw. Micah Riplinger now 1 for 3 from the line with 4.5 seconds to play. 2 up top, a couple on the outside. Down in, looking to drive. Tosses it off. It's going to be blocked by the Tigers. Andrew Buchers, and that'll end the half. 27-22, Pine River-Backus at the half. You're watching boys basketball on yourliveevents.com. We'll take a break and recap this first half, get you some scores from the rest of our action on homegrown local radio.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
Country Dock Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Dock Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
Kids playing here at the half. And at half, it's 27-22 on your scoreboard. 5-point lead for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Hope you're having a wonderful evening wherever you may be around the world. Again, tell your friends yourliveevent.com. That'll have the full listing of the games scheduled in the Lakes area. Looking to recap this first half. Some early turnovers by PRB after that 2-2-1, but able to get through it, get some buckets in the early going. We were at a 13-6 deficit for Pine River-Backus. They went on a 8-0 run. They went on an 8-0 run later. They took the lead for that first time. They went on an 8-0 run later to get a 5-point lead, and a little back and forth. We've seen A 5-point lead for the Tigers once again. Well, a big part of that one was, again, finding those cutters and finding those people slipping the screens as well. Getting into Robert Bucher 6 times in the first half, coming off the bench for a good half. Looking at the total scoring numbers for Upsala with their 22 on the night. It's 2 for Christian Ripplinger, 7 for Levi Lamperts. Micah Ripplinger with 4 on the night, 2 for Peyton Soltis, 7 points for Noah Beckerman, although he has a number of plays, had some early steals and tips really in that press defense after some made buckets earlier as they were zooming early on and getting the buckets and then able to set into their defense. But he has 7 for the 22 for Upsala. For Pine River-Backus, it's 2 points for Irvin Tulenchek, 2 of 2 from the line. Brady Bristow has a pair of threes tonight. Jared Hamilton with 4 points, 3 points for Andrew Buchers. He was 1 of 2 from the line. And Robert Buchers with 12 points on the night. He and Andrew both have some block shots here this evening as well. So Pine River-Backus leads Upsala 27-22. Looking to defeat Upsala for a few times straight. Didn't play them last year. Won 2019-20 season and the 18-19 season as well. So looking to continue that little streak. Again, Pine River-Backus boys basketball hosting Upsala here on yourliveevent.com. It's 27-22 at the half. We'll take a quick break here for you, get you updated on some other scores in our region on Homegrown Local Radio, as we'll send it to our fine sponsors.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day, and is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
27-22 at the half on your scoreboard this evening. Looking at some other scores from around our area, we will look to Pillager versus Crosby Ironton girls basketball on Skeeter 101.5, where Pillager leads CI 27-26 at the half, and a battle of some top 12 teams in their respective classes. 12 in Class A. Nevis taking on number 9 in AA Pequot Lakes. Pequot Lakes in boys basketball. That one, a boys basketball game on KLKS Talk 100 tonight. Also on tonight, we have some Aiken girls basketball as they take on Mille Lacs on the Gobbler and yourliveevent.com. Yeah, the Minnesota Wild game tonight has been postponed, so no updates for that. The Gophers men's basketball team right now playing Texas A&M Corpus Christi, leading 46-27 at the half there. And that's what things are looking like here this Tuesday evening. Again, 27-22 at the half. Pine River-Backus leads under North Point Realty Kerry Crimmins scoreboard. We'll take another break, get you set for half number 2 here on yourliveevent.com.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate. At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
27-22 at the half. Pine River-Backus with the lead. For Upsala, they'll look to limit those inside buckets. See about maybe whether they want to switch on some screens early and prevent some of the inside play, though PRB has drained a couple of threes. 3 threes drained by Upsala in the first half. And really, well, PRB hasn't gone a ton to the line. They've gone 3 of 6 from the charity stripe. It's been 1 of 5 for Upsala on the evening. So foul shots not coming into play much. Ryan Strusso with 3 fouls in the first half. The 6'2 junior post for Pine River-Backus will get back on the floor for the second half. Joining Jared Hamilton, Brady Bristow. I assume the rest of the starting lineup. Andrew Buchers and Irvin Tulenchek. Yeah, just putting some stuff away, I guess. Here at the break. Christian Ripplinger, Luke Herron, Levi Lampert, Tyler Schmea, and Noah Beckerman, the starting 5 for Upsala, back out to start the second half as well for the Cardinals. Pine River-Backus in the black jerseys and shorts, and the white jerseys and shorts for Upsala as PRB takes it first here in the second half. We are underway in half number 2. Playing a little tighter right now. The D picking up the dribble in that far corner. Christian Ripplinger right up on him, trying to move some folks around, get that extra pass into the corner. A little inside-out action from Struess as the offensive board. He tracks it down himself. Jared Hamilton has been active tonight. Irvin Tulenchek will call out the play. Gets Hamilton out into that far corner. Get it up from about 17 feet. No for Struess, and going the other way quickly is Levi Lampert. And trying to get some contact, I think. I think I heard Coach Ackerman tell Mr. 3 fouls Ryan Struess not to pick another one up as Brady Bristow puts on the moves inside. He has 8 points on the night, 29-22. PRB increases their lead to 7 here, minutes into this second half. And blocked, but the contact there, much of the dismay of the home crowd. Brady Bristow will pick up another foul. His second, first on the Tigers here in the second half. Luke Aaron, his first time from the line. Up and good. 29-23. On our North Point Realty Kerry Crimmins scoreboard. Second one up and good. 5-point game once again. Just a minute 10 into this second half. Glad you are with us tonight. Dribbling, no one really getting up and guarding Hamilton as he tosses it into the corner. And getting the contact, and he'll try to put it up. Andrew Buchers knew once he faked. I'll fake that one. Got the man to jump. Schmea will pick up his second foul. First on the Upsala Cardinals in the second half. So first free throws of the half for PRB. First one, no good. Andrew Buchers now 1 of 3 from the line tonight. The team again 50% in the first half. And 0 for 2 here to start the second half. To increase that in the second, Levi Lampert following the ball there. Get Ryan Struess to come up and stop the ball before that, though. It was Jared Hamilton in the middle of the action. He picks up his second foul. He and Bristow have 2. Struess has 3 for PRB. A bit of an opening for Ripplinger. He's got the 1 bucket tonight from short range. Looking for 3 as Lampert can't get to go. High rebound. And into the corner, Luke Aaron at the offensive board. And tough play inside, trying to stop himself. Irvin Tulenchek as soon as he was coming in a little too hot on Noah Beckerman, trying to ease off and try to soften the blow perhaps. And Tulenchek will have his third foul. Looked like it was about to be one of those old school 90s NFL collisions, but luckily everyone no worse for the wear, just with a third foul on Tulenchek. 2 minutes gone, skipped over here, another attempt for three for Lamperts, and he drains it. 2-point game here. And a 5-0 run. Look at the other end, a three drain. Brady Bristow answers, and it's back to a 5-point lead for PRB as they get up on Levi Lampert. Not allowing him to get much of an opening. He's attempted some threes, made that one the last trip down. The far side. Starts out there on the far bottom, stepping in and with the big hands. Andrew Buchers will look to push, picks up the contact on his way there. Will they rule that in the act? I don't think so. Will be another foul on Tyler Schmea. Ryan Struess checks out. With Irvin Tulenchek good for him. Yeah, Schmea with 3 fouls now with 15:24 to play in the half. Tulenchek gets it right away. And a little bit of a lesson. Playing with 3 fouls here in the second half. From 3 in the corner, that one's good. Bristow with a couple here in the half. Back-to-back trips. And it's an 8-point lead for PRB. Again, the bucket, Luke Herron, and after that, the timeout called by Joey Fuchs and the visiting Cardinals. It's 35-29, a 6-point lead now for Pine River-Backus. You're watching boys basketball on yourliveevents.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
35-29 with 15:03 to play in the second half. 35-29. Our North Point Realty Kerry Crimmins scoreboard. Pine River-Backus with a couple of threes. Last couple trips down. Brady Bristow is drained. They'll skip it over to him this time. Moving around that defense. Skip it over. Move the defense around on 2-3 look, and they find their man just outside of the paint. So Robert Buchers with his first bucket of the second half. Increases the lead to 37-29 for the home Tigers. And the Pine River-Backus defense is being moved around. Buchers in the bottom middle. Look to play in front of the post and stop all here. And the lead was 5 at the half. Double on Levi Lampert, so they know what he can do from long range. Headed for, I don't know for sure who, but Brady Bristow picks up the steal. Hamilton will call it down to Andrew Buchers, getting it one dribble and up. He's got the hot hand, he's feeling it. Buchers can't get it to go though, and will be going the other way for the Cardinals. Near side, Noah Beckerman has been quiet as of late. He tries to get in, split the defense, and does. Nice through, a 6-point game here, 9 points for Beckerman, his first bucket of the second half. Pine River-Backus now skips it over to Bristow. Guarded closely, skip back over, getting into that far corner. Playing that center fielder, wide receiver, whatever you want to call it. 3, no good. Trying to track that one down. Again, was Bristow, but pushing. Noah Beckerman gets a pass off. Christian Ripplinger will put it up off of the window. 4-point game with 13:05 to play. The near side corner, faking the 3. It's Andrew Buchers. It's over and back into the post and off the glass. No, Buchers doesn't get the roll. Look to get out of there. They want to pick up a foul 90 feet or so from the basket. Or give up transition 3. They get back with Luke Herron Hasn't drained one from deep tonight. Not going to this time either. Ripplinger loses his dribble. The three this time is good by Beckerman. One in each half for him. Cuts it down to a 1-point game. The run right now is 7-0. Into the Magic after the timeouts. Green getting them open a little bit for Brady Bristow, who couldn't knock it down. Luke Aaron picking up the board. 12:18 to play. Levi Lamberts putting on the clinic there. Losing his dribble. Beckerman gets it off to the far corner to Luke Aaron. Be doubled, and Levi Lamberts will drain another three and put the visiting Upsala Cardinals ahead for the first time in the second half. Saw 3 lead changes in the first half and 1 tie. Pine River-Backus using their edge a little bit here. Haven't been able to knock some down since a couple back-to-back by Brady Bristow. Putting it on the floor. Again, trying to find the touch. Gets the roll this time for Robert Buchers. He has 16 on the night. And it ties it up at 39 all. 11:26 to play in this half. Chance of defense from the home bench and the home crowd now. From 3 the other way. For threes, no good. Off the window, looking to go the other way. Jared Hamilton heard footsteps, and he'll miss it. Going the other way are the Upsala Cardinals. Taking the transition 3, Levi Lamberts. Lamberts and Luke Aaron can't get it to go. Fight for the board, and Brady Bristow will have it. Going right up against Levi Lamberts, and on number 4 versus number 4, we'll see who they'll call it on. I believe they'll call it on Levi Lamberts. Picks up his second. The Tigers have it 39 all. Some substitutions there. And Brady Bristow got to take his seats. Has it that far corner to Urban Tulachek. Some room at the free throw line for Ryan Struess, and the charge by Andrew Buchers. Going the other way. Putting that shoulder down. I suppose. Again, long ways to play here. Over 10 and a half. As PRB trying to get the hands on a steal. On the other side of the court. Jared Hamilton nearly going for it. Trying to drop that off. The Upsala Cardinals, and this 3. Offensive board. Blocked. And off of Upsala. Underneath, Robert Buchers getting the contact on the ball first. Go right back to the shooter. Again, tie ball game. River-Backus looking to get going again. To that far corner. Post up underneath, nothing doing. Kind of hide behind the defense now. Up on the other side, trying to get into the lane before any contact and walk. Picked up that pivot foot. And we'll be going the other way with 10:02 to play in the half. Andrew Buchers taking up there on the far side. Jared Hamilton on the near side. Urban Tulachek on your screen. Looking for a 3, no. And coming in, Andrew Buchers with a rebound. BRB continues to push once they get the rebound. Trying to get something set up in transition, at least make it difficult. It's going to be off the hands, active hands by Micah Ripplinger. Tyler Schmea checks in for Upsala. Brady Bristow in for Jared Hamilton. Hayden Edstrom will take his seats for Upsala. That short area. Going on to the far side. Watching this defense. Look for 3. Nothing doing. Andrew Buchers, I think, wanted some contact there. And looking to push are the Upsala Cardinals. Lost nearly on the sideline. Getting it into the lane. No one in front. As Jack Primus got around the defense. Nearly losing it, but they'll give the lead back 41-39 to the Upsala Cardinals. Trailed by 5 at the half. trailed by 8 a couple of times. Went on a big run of their own, looking for the Tigers to put up a run of their own. Right now, Bristow's no good. Gets the block on the other end. Not putting the head down and moping for himself. Bristow with a big block on the other end. No, they're letting him play underneath. Bukers can't get it to go, and still a 2-point game here. Upsala getting into that far corner, back up to Ripplinger. Tapped out and into the hands of Bristow. He'll put it up, get the contact, and he'll be heading to the line with a chance to give the Tigers the lead. Couple good trips there, picking up the steal and tied up. It's a block shot after a miss on one end. Picks up a steal, gets the buckets, the and one, the free throw coming up after this. You're watching high school boys basketball on yourliveevent.com. We're all tied up 41-all.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
41, 42-41. Bristow now with 17 on the night. A big steal and a block on the one end. And a 1-point PRB lead here in the second half. 3, long rebound, no. Mike Ripplinger hauled it in for the offensive board for Upsala. 8 minutes left. 3 up, no good. Calling in his own board. Peyton Soltis, excuse me there. 42-41. And getting his hands on that one. We'll see if Tulenchek can finish it on the other end. He does with the left hand. In his first field goal of the night, 44-41. Losing his dribble. Ripplinger gets it off to Lamperts, trying to wrap that one in, and active inside. Irvin Tulenchek calling in the steal. 7.5 to go. He picks up his dribble. And Struce now looking at the defense. They have right now Robert Bukers in that high post. Kind of caught him between there was Tulenchek. Looking in transition, no. Off the glass, no, after the offensive board, and Jack Primus will pick up the foul. Fighting for it underneath. Noah Beckerman will return. And 44-41, Pine River-Backus with the advantage. And on your scoreboard in the second half. Under 7 to play. Tigers look to extend the lead. Short on the 3. Jack Primus hauls in the rebound for Upsala. Lampert will take it up the courts. See some big runs by both squads. 5-0 run currently has the Tigers up 3. Again, just one possession away. Cutting under the basket. Finish for Jack Primus. We're back to a 1-point game. Seen that on both ends. Opportunities to do that. Missing everything with the offensive board for Hamilton. Gives the Tigers another chance. Hamilton on the far side. They skip it over to him. He drains it. First from long range tonight. Gives them 7 on the night. 47-43. Pine River-Backus leading Upsala with just under 6 to play. Driving in. Kicked out. Baseline jumper. Good. Cut in to that lead. It's Peyton Soltis with his second field goal of the night. 2-point game. Sturz has it. Quick passes into the corner. Hamilton, good. That's a nice possession. 5.5 to play in the second half. Coach Ackerman urging on his defense. Noah Beckerman has it. Toss into that corner. Tyler Schmea skips it over for a long 2. No. Hauled in. Robert Bukers. 5:15 to play. Watch out from behind. And I think that's going to be a charge even after losing the ball. Tulenchek. Guilty for the 4th time. Lampert setting up under the basket. The Christian Ripplinger replacing Peyton Soltis. Looks like Irvin Tulenchek will come back down. We've seen a couple plays where he's had a full head of steam. Time pretty close. It was after he lost it, but the man clearly going straight down. Getting right in there. Ryan Struess picking up the steal. The Tigers have it again. Up 5. And they put 1 in that high post to kind of hedge off anything else. Robert Bukers gets down low. This on the near side, and he will finish on the left side of the glass. 52-45. He now has 18 on the night. Some long passes. Get it onto the near side. Struess tries to close out. They're being down low. Still battling for the ball. Volleying it around, an offensive board. Or Upsala shooting the 3, and they drain it. Christian Ripplinger from long range for the first time. It's 52-48. Pine River-Backus leading with 4:17 to play in the second half. You're watching boys basketball on yourliveevents.com.
PRB Tigers Action with your live event is made possible by the advertising businesses you see throughout this broadcast. They help ensure that we can bring you the coverage at the best price, free. Please thank and support our sponsoring businesses. If you own a business or your organization wants to reach the listeners and viewers of your live event and RNJ Broadcasting Incorporated, go to yourliveevent.com and click advertise or contact one of the offices in Brainerd or Aiken. Enjoy the broadcast.
$52-48 on your North Point Realty Gary Kerman scoreboard. Here on your Tuesday night, Pine River-Backus leading in boys basketball tonight. Looking at some other ball games going on right now. Just hit the half in girls basketball on the Gobbler. Aiken leading Mille Lacs 32-14. It's halftime lead. We have some tight games with Pillager and Crosby Arlington. That was Pillager 27-26. Excuse me if I said it wrong earlier. They're on Skeeter 101.5 with some girls basketball there. In other boys basketball, Nevis and Pequot Lakes in action on Talk 100, 34-29. Pequot Lakes the lead there. Levi Lampert's able to get the ball underneath. A couple of teammates for Upsala fighting for their rebound. Get the offensive board. Shooting for 3, no, for Noah. Knocked away into the far corner, trying to save. It is Ripplinger, and he can't. Irvin Tulenchek will come back in. Hamilton, no, excuse me, it's 33. Robert Bukers to come out. Setting up their little court here. Denying the inbound, but soft to Tulenchek. PRB looking to expand on their 4-point lead. Good possession here. Move the defense around. The long 3, drained. 7-point lead for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Now 20 points on the night and 5 trays for Brady Bristow. Made some big plays, out of the hands underneath. Bristow pokes it away and into the hands of Ryan Struess. So one down there, needed a quick pass, knocked out of the hands that time. I think they might have not called it over and back. Tulinchek trying to save. He'll pick up the foul and potentially a three-point play the other way. He knows he just picked up his fifth here, 3:14 to play in the game. Scored 4 points. Robert Buchers checks back in. Coach Fuchs looking over to his team and talking to some of them. Micah Ripplinger to shoot the and one. Luke Aaron coming to the scores table after the free throw. So Micah can't connect, but Ken gets the own rebound knocked away, and PRB will have it. Jared Hamilton hauling in the board. 3:07 to play in the half, 5-point lead for Pine River-Backus. So one is fouled out. Limited a little bit otherwise. A nice move inside. The Tigers have the 7-point lead again. That's 12 points now on the night for Hamilton. It's 57-50. 2:46 skipped over. Thinking about that three, and now puts it on the floor. Gets the roll for Noah Beckerman. 57-52 as Struess inbounds to midcourt there to Robert Buchers. The full head of steam at front of the rim, blocking and stealing it back though. Jared Hamilton, feisty. Oh, it's 14 on the night, 59-52, a 7-point edge with 2:16 to play. Blocking foul there. It's going to be the 7th team foul on the Tigers, 3rd on Brady Bristow. Jack Primus, I know, checks in. Luke Aaron, Levi Lampert, Noah Beckerman, Tyler Schmea all in too. Brady Bristow gets in there. Potential rebound. Levi Lampert has not attempted any free throws tonight. First one is drained. Perknett-Lind looks over to Coach Ackerman. See, a substitution there is Jared Hamilton back on. Andrew Buchers, Robert Buchers on the near side. Brady Bristow and Ryan Struess on the far side looking to box out. And an offensive board again on a free throw. Jack Primus able to pick that one up. I know, another offensive board underneath for Schmea. And put up, and another chance. Make it a 2-possession game this time at 16 points now for Levi Lampert on the night. Able to connect for free throws. Struess said poked away by Lampert for a second. Hamilton thinking about that long three. Sees a minute 47 to play in this one, and 3 timeouts for the Tigers still. They don't need to huck up anything early. This one thrown into the hands of Jack Primus. He'll jump stop, blocked from behind and fouled. Jared Hamilton, Robert Buchers will pick that one up. Is that Bob's first? Yeah. Free throws coming. Jack Primus hasn't attempted any tonight. First one's good. A timeout with a 3-point game, a minute 32 to play. Timeout taken by Upsala. Don't go anywhere. 3-point game. Pine River-Backus in the lead. You're watching boys basketball on yourliveevents.com.
Country Doc Veterinary Clinic in Pine River is proud to support radio coverage of our area athletes. No matter the sport, they salute the kids and coaches for all their dedication and wish them all the best of luck. Country Doc Veterinary Clinic thanks all the coaches, staff, and volunteers for taking the time to provide our area kids plenty of opportunities. Country Dog Veterinary Clinic is located east of Pine River on County Road 1, providing compassionate small animal care for your beloved pets.
59-56 on your North Point Realty Carey Crimmins scoreboard. 1:32 to play in the second half. Hope you're having a wonderful Tuesday evening, wherever you may be in the world, here on the World Wide Web, yourliveevent.com. The second of two, Jack Primus. Free throws coming after the first foul by Robert Pukers that last time down. Thought he had the block, too much contact. It stays a three-point game. Ryan Struess hauls in the board. 127. Ryan Struess has it. Kicks it into the near side. And 5 fouls on Upsala. Long way to play still, but they have to at least be thinking about it. They have a foul to give still. Slip that screen. Ryan Struess comes to the ball. Is doubled. He's fouled. Up top. Levi Lampert's third. So there's 6. 1:09 to play. DRB will inbound from in front of their own bench into the corner to Robert Bukers. He loses it to Levi Lampert and 4, and he returns, comes off the floor from Bristow, throws it to him. The steal stolen right back by Lampert. With a 58-59, big play there, just past the timeline for the Tigers. And a a foul before it. Going to be a 1-and-1, and there's the free throws coming. A 1-point game here. Thought Lampert was not coming back up, but spry guy. The senior for Upsala. His first good. Andrew now 2 of 5 from the line. Hayden Edstrom down under to trying to box someone else. Doesn't need to. It's 2 for 2 for Andrew Bukers. And trying to make the big play is Brady Bristow. Not able to do that, but getting into the half court right now. 37 seconds to play, a 3-point game. Pine River-Backus leading Upsala. Upsala looking to get something going out on the perimeter right now. Will drive in, kick out. DRB knowing that it's a 3-point game. They give up 2. It's nothing doing. A 3 attempted. This one up, no good. An offensive rebound for Primus. Along that tightrope on the sideline. A timeout call with 12.2 to play by Upsala. 61-58. Pine River-Backus with the advantage. Here as time is winding down. We'll have our star of the game, our energy player of the game, or big deal player of the game after this one as well. So keep it tuned right here. Coming in, there have been 4 different Upsala Cardinals that have made buckets from long range. Christian Ripplinger has 1 here this half. Levi Lampert has 2 of his 3 in this half. Mike Ripplinger had 1 in the first half, and Noah Beckerman has 1 in each half. So 12.2, I believe, is what the clock was at. Plenty of time to run a play. I thought on that last possession they let a lot of time go. Might have had a chance to even foul and play that game a little bit. TRB has been scoring from the line in the second half, moving on their 3 of 6 in the first half. Not a ton of foul shots, Coach Ackerman wanted, but he sees his team with a lead by 3. Right now, Upsala right in front of their bench to inbound. Edstrom goes into the backcourt. 11 seconds to play. Primus will survey. Hasn't made one. Skipped over Noah. Puts it up. Noah good by Beckerman. And into the far corner stays Upsala ball. 0.9 seconds. You got to catch, then shoot. I think coach is going to call another timeout. Coach Joey Fuchs will call timeout here. One thing you do not want to do right now if you're the Pine River-Backus Tigers is foul. If it goes up, it's no good. Well, then a foul would be 3 free throws. Guard the inbound. Force them to make some plays. We'll probably see some screens to try to get someone open. Coach Ackerman trying to talk through where they're going. Got to know where the line is on the courts. Taking some deep ones as well. But here, 0.9 seconds to play in the second half, a 3-point game. You almost consider whether you want to foul before, but that's too dang close, I think, with 0.9 seconds to play. So again, straight up, looks like Ackerman is talking about. Coach Donnell just said straight up. And again, the overarching message is do not foul. 9/10 of a second to play. Jack Primus to inbound. Andrew Buchers to guard and icing the kicker. Coach Ackerman will call timeouts. Saw the way that Upsala decided to show on their offense, on their sideline inbound. Still a couple of fouls left for the Tigers, hoping they won't need them in an extra period. 61-58 here in this one. PRB had a 5-point lead at halftime. It was taken away at 39-37 after a 10-0 run by Upsala in the half. A couple of those threes by Levi Lamperts. Pine River-Backus has been seeing some big plays. Brady Bristow block on one end and steal on that same end. Next defensive trip down, able to turn that one into points. Big key moments. Continue to need Robert Buchers, not as much. He only has 3 field goals in the second half. Brady Bristow has 3 threes in the half. Jared Hamilton getting going on the offense as well. And Andrew Buchers has gotten to the free throw line a bit more. 0.9 seconds to play to get something open. And open is Lamperts at the last second. Off the rim and no good. A sigh of relief for the home Pine River-Backus Tigers, as this is the first time this season they've seen the Tigers get a victory at home. They'd won in Staples and the 3rd of December. Tonight they win at home against Upsala 61-58 to improve their record to 2-3 on this season, as they'll be playing next week in Pillager for a couple of games, it looks like. We'll double check on that. But for the Upsala Cardinals, they fall to a record of 2-4 on the 2021-22 season. And will take on St. John's Prep. Upsala will be back home against a team that they fell to in the playoffs 2 years ago. So again, the final here is 61-58. Fun one here in Pine River, where the home Tigers of Pine River-Backus get the victory. We'll get some post-game going for you, post-game awards, and plenty more coming up here on YourLiveEvents.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And is done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River is once again hosting a breast cancer fundraising tournament. Have some fun and help out a great cause Saturday, January 29th. Everyone is welcome to this 9-pin no-tap tournament starting at 9 a.m. $35 tax-deductible entry fee. Please consider donating items to the silent auction to raise even more. We'll come pick it up. Community Bowl and Pizzeria's breast cancer fundraising tournament, January 29th. Call Community Bowl at 218-587-3100 for more information, to register, or donate.
Back with you here on the post-game show on yourliveevents.com. 61-58 final, and Coach Ackerman joining us here post-game. Thanks for joining us once again, and, well, it was a fun one for the home crowd. How's it feel to get that win at home under the belt?
That was a good win versus a Section 5A team. I knew they were going to be tough, physical team. We held them in check just enough. It was real tight down the stretch, but that's a good win for these guys, especially having to execute. Some of those things that we probably haven't had enough time to practice, some of those late game situations, and they kind of get to learn on the fly. There's no better way to learn than there is right in the game. We can try to replicate those things in practice, but it's not going to be the same intensity as that. And it's great to have a home crowd there to witness that too, and a lot of our young kids witnessed the Tigers grit out a win, so pretty proud of them.
Yeah, as I believe that win at Staples was a tight one as well, so able to be in those situations and kind of learn from those.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, both two tough physical teams that took everything we have.
Yeah, and that time out there, I kind of saw the motioning and everything, and what you were telling everyone to do. What was kind of the plan there with 0.9 of a second guard on the inbound?
Well, actually, they executed a lot better than we did out of that, because he got a pretty good look at the hoop. We had talked about that. If he was going to come up, somebody's got to switch off of him. I thought maybe he was going to pop to the corner, and so we tried to deny the corner pass. But so they kind of outsmarted us there, but thankfully he missed the shot, and we came away with a win.
Yeah, I got the rim, but not in. So
yeah, thankfully.
Getting the win tonight for the Tigers. What do you got coming up the rest of this week or next week?
Yeah, so we have North Home Keller on Friday, another team that if we execute and run our stuff, that we play the way we're supposed to, we should take care of business. And then Monday and Tuesday we go to the Fornshell Classic in Pillager. We'll play Nevis on Monday and Verndale on Tuesday, so two really tough Section 5 opponents.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time.
Yep, thanks, Ben.
Jordan Ackerman joining us here post-game on yourliveevents.com. Always try to say the radio station, but it's yourliveevents.com that we're on. We'll take a quick break, get some featured players here after this.
At R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, we aspire to provide the best in local sports coverage for our area teams. Listen to our Wake the Lakes morning show for local news, weather, and sports every weekday morning from 6 to 9. If you're enjoying the video coverage for the PRB Tigers, thank the sponsoring businesses you see advertising. They make it possible. If you're a business owner and want to reach our viewers and listeners, go to yourliveevent.com and click Advertise. That's yourliveevent.com.
Back with you on the post game here, 61-58. The Pine River-Backus Tigers win, and one of the players for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Why don't you introduce yourself so I make sure I said your name correctly during the game too?
I'm Brady Bristow.
All right, I think I've been saying that well. And grab the mic a little bit closer to you as well. Congrats on the win tonight. So being able to be in front of that home crowd for a close victory, we were able to hear it a little bit. I know the bench was chanting chance of defense. How did it feel to get that first victory at home of the season?
It was really nice, and all the people here, it was great to have them.
For sure. As you had that 5-point lead at the half, it's whittled down a little bit. Some big plays. Well, take us through defensively, just trying to turn the tide on that end too.
Defensively, I just knew we didn't want Ford to shoot the ball. We wanted to just not let him get any threes or easy buckets and just keep playing good D.
Yeah, and it looked like at times they were able to kind of they let him play a little bit. Let's just say that at times. How did you kind of approach that? Is that something that you kind of take game to game as you're moving along?
Yeah, I just take it game to game and see what's up.
See what's up, and what was up was a victory for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Again, congrats on that, and we'll be seeing you down the road.
Thank you.
And Brady Bristow joining us here on the post-game show on yourliveevent.com. We'll take a quick break. Got plenty more coming on.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Schrupp Excavating LLC is ready to serve you with any excavation project. Schrupp Excavating provides residential and commercial new construction site prep, demolition, road and driveway construction, basements, septic system design and installation, stump or brush removal, and delivery of sand, gravel, rock, dirt, and more. 37 years and still digging it right. Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
61-58, the final here. The numbers as I have them from the score sheet. 7 points for Christian Ripplinger, 4 for Luke Aaron, 16 for Levi Lampertz. It was Jack Primus with 5 points on the night. Micah Ripplinger with 6. It was Peyton Soltis with 4 points tonight. Noah Beckerman with 14 here this evening for the Upsala Cardinals. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, of course, unofficial once again here. Irvin Tulenchek with 4 points on the night. 20 for Brady Bristow, who we just talked to. And Jared Hamilton with 14 on the night. Andrew Buchers with 6, it looks like, 5 or 6. With some free throws tonight. Robert Buchers with 18 on the night. And Ryan Struess held scoreless tonight here for the Tigers. 61-58 the final. As we take a look at some of our post-game awards after we take you through already. We talked about in the post-game, but a little bit of the recap of the game. Tigers allowed a 10-0 run, gave up the lead, tied it up, and took back a lead with a 5-0 run in the second half, 44-41 at that point. And again, a good look at the end by Levi Lampertz, gets off the rim, but no good for that last three. Could have tied it up, and we could have still been playing, but so it does not go. Pine River-Backus gets the 61-58 win. Now our post-game awards, your big deal player of the game. First off, again, t-shirt from our area sponsors, as well as a certificate to the Pizza Ranch. And we could give that to a number of folks here tonight, but I'll give it to Brady Bristow. And also we have some of our other post-game awards here. First off, our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge. Enbridge thanks you for supporting the Line 3 replacement project. Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it was done thanks to the supports and hard work of thousands of people. Thank you. Our Energy Player of the Game, brought to you by Enbridge, is also Brady Bristow. Noted that big block, one end as well, and they tracking down after the missed shots, and we'll get the steal and turn it into points as well on the other end to extend the lead for the Tigers to, I believe it was 3 possessions at that point. He is our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Now for the post game, the Pine River Family Market star of the game tonight. Local hometown atmosphere. Every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6. For curbside pickup or delivery, visit PineRiverFamilyMarketDelivers.com. The Pine River Family Market's $20 gift card goes to Robert Buchers. Came off the bench, scored 18 tonight, a couple of block shots, hauling in some boards, and Robert Buchers really getting it done. 12 points in the first half. They kept going to him. Scored 18 on the night. He'll get that $20 gift card to Pine River Family Markets. Again, 61-58. The Pine River-Backus Tigers have North Kelleher at home on Friday nights here in Pine River. Looking at some upcoming coverage of homegrown local radio tonight. Ooh, some good ones here. Let's take you through what we got going on in girls basketball first. We're on the Gobbler in your live events. Aiken up 32-14 over Mille Lacs at the half. And now to the boys basketball scores, a game we just added this afternoon. Nevis and Pequot Lakes heading to overtime, tied up 56-all. And a tight one on Skeeter 101.5 in girls basketball was a get back to that. Crosby Ironton comes back down one at the half. They win by 5, 57-52 over Pillager. Tomorrow we'll have Golden Gopher Basketball Weekly with Ben Johnson at 5 p.m. on Cash 95. And again, it'll probably be recorded before tonight's game with Texas A&M Corpus Christi, which the Gophers lead 74-59. Gophers looking to go 9-1 so far in the season. The Timberwolves take on Denver on Skeeter 101.5 tomorrow night with a 7:30 pregame. Thursday we'll have boys basketball with Hill City at Mille Lacs on Real Country 94.3. On Talk 100 we'll have Walker Hackensack Akeley at Pine River-Backus. Also on your live event here on Thursday, Cash 95 will have a special Proctor versus Pequot Lakes girls basketball game as well. And Thursday Night Football has Kansas City at the LA Chargers. Again, many things subject to change as they have. Again, we had that Morris Benson at Northern Lakes Lightning boys hockey game canceled. And, well, a good game to have on with Nevis at Pequot Lakes and boys basketball still ongoing in overtime over on KLKS Talk 100. Again, PRB 2-3 on the 2021-22 season. And the Upsala squad are now 2-4 on the season. Their next matchup again on Thursday. They'll be at their home taking on St. John's Prep. And thanks everyone for joining us here on this Tuesday evening, where the Pine River-Backus Tigers hold on 61-58. Have a great rest of your nights, and if you tune in to the radio, make sure to tune in to the Wake the Lakes Morning Show tomorrow morning. Great rest of your nights, and we'll be back later this week.
PRB Tigers action.
Thank you.